through the shadows where the storms collide. She stands with courage as her guide. Her whispers echo louder than screams, faithful to God through broken dreams. She's the silent storm, unshaken, strong. Through the trials, she's where hope belongs. A survivor standing tall, unbowed. Her voice a beacon breaking the cloud. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in on this Tuesday, on this terrific Tuesday of Real Table Talk, which it is. We are talking about the Ramika on today. This is a day that I dedicated for on Tuesdays to talk about Ramika, to keep her name out there alive, because justice will prevail for her. So shout out to her, because she is still popping even when she's 6 feet under. Okay, she's still being talked about. She's still shining. Okay. So shout out to everybody that will come through and watch this at the end of my live, which we call a replay over here. Oh, let me turn on my Facebook, because I forgot I think I'm connected with them on Facebook. Yep. Hey Facebook, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in on today. So like I said, I'm not gonna be long, you guys. You know, I'm not long-winded. I don't believe in staying live 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. That's just me. Okay, that's just me. I don't care what nobody else do. That's just me. I don't believe in keeping you hostage over here with me. You know what I'm saying? When you do come, I'm here to say what I got to say, speak what I got to speak, and I'm moving on. Okay. I'm only about an hour person over here. So when you do come back and watch my replay, it's only gonna be an hour long. Okay. It's not gonna be no more than that. Okay. So I appreciate to the ones who do come in and chit chat with me for a minute, then to the ones who also will come back and watch the replay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on today. Before we get started, hold on one second. Let me grab me a bottle of water. Hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. We're gonna get a bottle of water, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. For justice will prevail for Ramika. I gotta have me a bottle of water, y'all, because my mouth still get dry. It's I'm still in remission from this chemo, and I still go through certain stuff. So I just want to make sure, I get me some water. on today. And hold on, please. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm back. So please share me out and let the people know that for Lisa is live. I really appreciate it. And come over here and tune in with me. Okay. So it's good to see you guys. Today is, it's about pink. See, I got my pink on. I got my pink on. We're gonna wearing pink today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Okay. So I just go in my closet and try to go find something pink for Ramika. Okay. So that's what I am doing. Because I've been sorry, y'all, got to clean my camera was really smudgy. Now I look better. Yes, I've been a day one Ramika since day one, since I heard about this on September the 8th, when it first came out. Whenever it first came out, I was on it. Okay. So we finna go ahead and go to the just let me welcome everyone to Fort Lisa's Royal Jewels Palace Room. It's known as Safe Haven, where it's real talk with real people in real life. Okay, you will see God's love, peace, joy, happiness, unity, and respect over here. Okay, um, just this is a live stream. It's a discussion I am talking about today. It's an opinion or thought. But if the shoe fit, just wear it. Okay. For my copyright disclaimer, let me go ahead and pull that up for you guys. Can also read along with me. My copyright, I got to go through this all the time because this is what matters to me. Okay. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for a purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational or personal use tips for the balance in favor of fair use. Okay. And also, let me remove that from the screen. Okay. And just know I am not a preacher, a counselor, a therapist, a doctor, or a lawyer. I'm none of them things. Okay. I'm just a willing vessel coming out here being used by God for his purpose, not man. Okay. I'm not no man pleaser. I don't go around pleasing man, only pleases God. Okay. I'm a type of woman. I'm a 60-year-old woman that I do not follow because you follow. I follow the truth. Okay. I'm not going to dislike somebody because you dislike somebody. That's not who I am. I'm about the truth. I'm about speaking real. Okay. And speaking what's going on in this world. That's just who I am. Okay. So nobody would never tell me where I cannot go. Okay. I got 10 grandchildren and I got one great. So I'd be doggone if I let somebody here on these platforms tell me where I cannot go. That's just not going to happen. Okay, so I want to get that out there real quick. So just know it's all mods, says the content creator. You may drop your link anytime as you come into the chat. Okay, and also, what I also want to say that my channel is where is it? Okay. This is just a warning. I'd like to put it out there because I don't mind people using my if they decide they're going to use any of my videos, I don't care. You welcome to use any of my videos. It's always in my description box. I changed it the first of the year. Okay. I am giving permission for anyone to play any video of mine for positive, listen closely, positive, uplifting, or to prove a point. For any other evil reason that you want to use my videos for, violators will be flagged. Okay. So thank you for your cooperation. Like I said, I thought about it and I prayed about it. And this is what God put on my heart to use. Because a lot of people like to use your videos for evil purpose. You know what I'm saying? So don't use my videos for that. Just use it for positive, uplifting, or to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind at all. Okay, so what we're gonna talk about today is Romika Blackman was unalive on September the 8th of 2025. She was doing her motherly duties, what a mother does. She dropped off her son, and at the time he was 6 years old. At that time, he's 7. He turned 7 2 weeks after her death. Okay, and his name was Amir, off at school and was heading to work. For whatever reason, Romika made a U-turn, whether that's her regular route, it is for whatever reason. Whether she stopped on her own or someone got her attention to stop her car to communicate with her child father. Regardless of the point, she still did not deserve to be shot in her face or her leg. And it would have been 3 or 4 more times, okay, if the gun didn't get stuck. Okay. Um, she did not deserve to die. Okay. She did not deserve to die from her injuries. Ramika was unarmed. Okay, as we all know, she was unarmed. And the defendant, Quidasia Monique Johnson, known as Holly, needs to be convicted of the crime she has done. Okay. And I do believe justice will prevail for Ramika Minks, Blackman. And please, I also got a poll out there. Do you guys think that the judge is going to let Holly out on tomorrow? Okay, because she do got a court date tomorrow. Today is just January 6th. Also on the 7th and the 8th is Pink for Meat Days. Okay. On the 7th, which is tomorrow, is her court date. Okay, Holly go to court. So my prayer is that things will still stay in our favor. She will still stay locked up because that's where she deserved to be. You know what I'm saying? Because she was wrong on all except of the things that she had done in this case to unalive her. And I will say it again. I will say it again. And I'm going to keep on saying, I've been saying it from day one. If she had enough time to go to her car and go to the passenger side and pull out a pow. She had enough time to get in the driver's seat, open her driver's side door open, get into her car and pull off. Okay, she walked away from a scene. She walked away from the confrontation, and then she went back to unalive her. Okay, she walked away. And she could have stayed away and pulled off, but she didn't do it. She didn't do it. She even told her, watch me finna pow you. She told her that. And she went to her car and that's what she did. She spoke it and she did it. So it's a lot, it's against Holly. You know what I'm saying? I had nothing against Holly. I don't know Holly. I don't know Ramika. I feel sorry for both of the children because both of the children had lost their mother. One mom is in jail locked up, and the other mother is buried. But the mother that's locked up, at least her children, because she is pregnant by the same man again. uh, Um, at least her kids can go see her. They can go see her. And the things they doing now with prisoners that I've been seeing on different websites and TikToks and stuff that, they have a father and daughter dance, and I'm quite sure they probably got mother and son dance. Okay. So she'd be able to see her children, talk to her children, touch her children. You know what I'm saying? So she can take pictures with her children. She'd be able to do all of that. Little Amir cannot do that no more with his mom. Okay, he cannot do that no more. The only thing he got is 7 year memory. That's it. And really not even 7 years because when you were a little baby, you don't remember too much. So he probably remember things like he's like 6 years old and stuff like that. But he ain't gonna remember too much. So I'm gonna get another drink, y'all. Sorry, this is just what I go through, from cancer. So I'm sorry. And I want to turn my camera on because it's pink meat day. And I just want to show that I got my pink on today. Okay. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to a couple of people that I enjoy listening to who always put out good receipts and explain everything, which is Keys News Network and also Nina Johnson. Both they are both definitely for Ramika. You know what I'm saying? They for the truth. And right now the truth is Ramika. Just like me, I'm the truth. When I see that, I said, no, that was not no self-defense. I was with Ramika then. Okay. Because I believe what the first witness said, the Mexican witness. I was there for day one. I believe everything that she said, everything she said to me, I believed her. She was true. She came out from the top and her story never changed. Okay. And they got more witnesses out there that we do not know what's being said. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of witnesses. You don't never know who was where during that time. Somewhere probably seen from the beginning to the end. You know what I'm saying? They was out there in broad daylight. It was daylight. It was 9 o'clock in the morning. Today was out there. And you never know who was riding by, who was sitting in their sleeping in their car that day. I mean, you just don't know. You don't know who was out there. So they got other witnesses coming forth, but we don't know who they are. I mean, for them to have her stay locked up, for one thing, she's not from Chicago. I'll go play another video because even though she got her CCL license, but she don't got her CCL license there in Chicago. She only got it in her city where she from. Okay, so that's something else that's going to be against her. And I haven't heard them talked about the school zone. No, it was not at the school. Of course, at the school. But if it was in that school zone, there's so many miles is a school zone. They found that's a school zone. She's going to be charged. But I haven't heard them talked about too much about that. But that's still a charge as well. Okay, so first we're gonna listen to um T Keys News Network. It's about some text messaging that Ramika supposedly, which I don't believe it, but I'm just saying supposedly, okay, supposed to have, been sent to Holly's mother, and then but we're gonna talk once he get finished, and I'm gonna say something about that. Okay, so we're gonna listen to Keys News Networks. Please, if you're not subscribed to him, please go back and subscribe to him because he is a person that will bring back good news. He definitely he's on point. You know what I'm saying? He's from Chicago, so he's definitely can go back and get of a lot of information that he need to go get. He can go right to the police station or go where he needs to go because he's right there in the city. Okay. So I do listen to him as well a whole lot. Y'all hear me pausing because um sometimes my brain is going faster. I can't even get it out at times. That's how fast, I'll be going. So please, charge it to my chemo brain, y'all. But I thank God that I'm here and that I'm living. Okay. So shout out to Brother Keys. Brother Keys, thank you so much for letting us use your work. And Nina also let us use your work. And this is news reporting, okay? And I believe the stuff that he brings out, I believe the stuff that Nina brings out, okay? And it's more other, content creators out there bring out a lot of stuff. But these two right here, I like to, you know, use their content to help with my content so you understand what's going on and what's being said. Okay. So let me go ahead and screen share this right here real quick. Um Screen share. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Mm.
People are like in their 20s,
Yeah.
teens are getting hit the hardest.
Whether it's a text message that looks like it's from your bank or a bogus bill from the toll road authority,
Or somebody texting someone's alleged grandma with death threats, or somebody calling someone's alleged grandma with death threats. We don't know who that was, from what number. For all we know, it was Usher. Hey, Ush, what up, Kels? Let me introduce you to this girl. We don't know. What we do know is it sound like a lie. This your boy Big Keys, Keys Against the World. If y'all don't know,
That is 𝘕𝐺𝑒 Johnson. She the one that unalive Ramika with, I think her baby back then was like 6 months when it happened. When her baby was 6 months, and she carrying a child now where she unalive Ramika. Sorry, y'all. Turn her back some a little bit.
Surprise you, Gen Z, people who are like in their 20s,
Yeah.
teens are getting hit the hardest.
whether it's a text message that looks like it's from your bank or a bogus bill from the toll road authority,
or somebody texting someone's alleged grandma with death threats, or somebody calling someone's alleged grandma with death threats. We don't know who that was, from what number. For all we know, it was Usher. Hey, Ush, what up, Kels? Let me introduce you to this girl. We don't know. What we do know is it sound like a lie. This your boy Big Keys, Keys Against the World. If y'all don't know what's going on and what's going wrong, we a couple days away from 𝘕𝘄𝑒 Johnson, a.k.a. Miss Hollywood. I guess they call her Hollywood because she's about to star in a number of prison films. Shawshank Redemption, Lockdown. Green is the new orange. Not orange is the new black. Green is the new orange because she sat up in a Green Goblin jumpsuit and shot Ramika Blackman in the face across the street from the school with kids and shit outside. What happened?
Second ticket coming on the board right now says the person with a gun, 2200 out the state. You got a female black, like
Yeah, dating in time.
who has a gun, fighting with another female.
You heard that, female light complexion, green tracksuit, crazy work. But what I want to show to y'all today is the text messages. Everybody keep talking about these text messages. She tried to attack she was talking crazy to my grandma. My grandma said that she was trying to kill her too. So I got a restraining order, and my grandma has a restraining order. It's crazy. She don't even know who that was calling. For all we know, it was somebody on the other.
I love Big Keys because he make his commentary comedy too. He be serious, but he make it funny too. All you can do is just laugh, okay? Because he is very funny when he do it. Shout out to Big Keys.
The line talking to your grandma. If you do the hello, send me $20,000, or send me $20,000, or I'll kill you, bitch. The grandma think that's Ramika. This is a whole overseas scam going on. The grandma thinking it's Ramika and shit. Crazy work. Check this out though. The courts got the text messages. They had the text messages. When they said that she couldn't be released, the judge reviewed the text messages. Exhibit A. This is crazy work. Shout out to everybody in the building. Check this out. So her attorney, shout out to attorney Ari Williams. I hope your Christmas was nice. I heard they paid you in advance, so I know you got a couple Gucci bags, some Louis glasses, so a nice Burberry hat off her ass. I also heard that you built a new office building. Shout out to you, and you used her money the right way, hopefully.
And Ari Williams, that is 𝘕𝘄𝑒 Monique Johnson, known as Holly. That's her lawyer.
Ari, so this is Miss Williams. Judge, may I approach for the transcript? Now, the transcript that she's showing the judge is all the text messages, right? Now, they're not going to show you nothing new on January 7th. What they are going to expose is that these text messages didn't come from just Carlos and 𝘕𝘄𝑒. These text messages also came from Carlos' friends, which is crazy work. The same friends that claim that they love Ramika, they even sent in text messages and put their bid in. This is crazy, y'all. type shit. And Ramika was texting them things like, have you seen them? My son hungry. Where the daddy at? I can't get in contact with him. They using those type of text messages against Ramika. This is crazy. But Miss Williams said, Judge, may I approach for the transcript? The court says, yes, please. I've had a chance to review it. So the court already had a chance to review this shit. Ms. Williams say, I do have certain text messages where she couldn't get in contact with my client on her phone. Her son had a phone. She would call my client continuously from her son's phone. Now, we don't know who was making those calls.
That's right.
That could have been Litlos trying to look for his daddy. You know his daddy be with these hoes. So Litlos said, Litlos like, man, my daddy is with, I'm hungry than a motherfucker. You know, kids be cussing when their parents ain't around. I'm hungry than a motherfucker. Where he at? Probably chicken with some skis. He call his skis. Hello? So he called her up. The son steady calling her. She lying, talking. They're going to use this against Ramika in court to say that Ramika was calling her phone from the son phone. It's too much. It's too much somebody else's phone type shit. You know, crazy work. She would call my client continuously from her son's phone. So respectfully, Judge, I asked for her release. See? Y'all see where it say she asked for the release off the text messages, right? She said, thank you. But the moral of the story is they already had text messages. There's no text messages that they're going to produce that's going to make them let that girl free.
That's right.
Crazy. Good. All right, state. So what the state
want her to be released off of some text messaging, and they don't even know if Ramika really, you know, sent those text messages, which we're going to talk at the Big Keys Get Through. Okay.
State does is right. They say, well, we already knew that type shit. Now this is the state. They're like, yeah, we gave you the shit. We know what's going on here. So the state say, listen, man, not only do we see the text messages, the order of protection was granted in July. And I don't believe it was ever proof of service, but be that as it may, what it shows is state clearly it was a conflict between the defendant and victim. See, they keep trying to use these text messages and restraining orders against Ramika, but what they don't understand is what that creates is conflict. What that creates is intent. What that creates is Quadesia could have shot her in the face based off the fact they was beefing. So when they said she had the intent to kill, she like, okay, she done sent these text messages to my grandma or whatever. I don't know, right? So she can call me all these times from her son's phone, which it just sound like Quadesia tweaking, right? But that's intent. She building up a aggression. It's crazy work, but the state is pointing it out. Shout out to the state. They're not playing with her ass. The order of protection was granted in July, and I don't believe it was ever proof of service. But be that as it may, what it shows that there's clearly conflict between the defendant and the victim. There's no doubt about that, okay? The defendant clearly felt that she was being harassed through her family, through her friends. I've seen copies of the text messages. This is the state court, right? I don't know the origin, but it is clear that they know that that's how the defendant felt. She applied for the order of protection, but we also know that the day she killed the victim was just the first date that she had ever met her in person. And ultimately, if the victim was coming for violence, then any witness, they go on, let me remove this right quick. They go on to say that if she was coming on for violence, anybody would have saw it. Like any witness, somebody would have saw it. If Ramika was coming for violence on the first day that they met, right, then maybe any witness out there would have seen the victim attack either the defendant or the witness number one. No one saw that.
No one
in no story. Maybe Carlos' story. Played by Carlos Santana.
No one saw it.
Quadesia. You're going to jail on the west side, sorry. Crazy.
This all
for real. This is boy Big Keys. Keys against the world. The moral of the story is the text messages have been exposed to the courts already. There's no text message that you can show that's going to make an excuse for why she woke up at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. It was 7 o'clock on the dot Usher was in a drop top cruising the street. At 8 o'clock in the morning, she had in her coochie box.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to end that right there. I'm going to stop sharing that. And what I want to talk about as far as the text messaging. See, I found this out from from Keys, what he played on today, and also from another open book. She had did a video of it as well on her channel, that you can actually get fake fake text messagings to send to somebody. So I'm gonna show you guys so you know what I'm talking about, okay? Because I was like, wow, are you serious about that? And yep, so I'm gonna screen share this real quick so I can show you guys exactly what I am talking about right here. All you gotta do is Google. That's what I did. When I Google fake text messaging app. I did not know they had an app like that. And they got all kind of fake text messaging 2026 apps on Google Play. You can find your app store. This one I had put up when I first seen it, and I guess you could put the name there and the message there, and you can add a text. You know what I'm saying? Put a fake name there, and that's what they saying, that I believe that highly allegedly that she probably was using one of these fake text messaging, okay, saying that that was it was Romika, using Romika's name, okay, to pull up to get what you call it, protection order, against her. So it's out there, you guys. I like, wow. So I just pulled it up myself on today. I just did it today. And I like, wow, they got so much stuff that you can get and use, to scam people. So people, be careful and make sure that's the person that's really texting you. If I were you guys, I would call them and ask them, did you send me this text? Because it's just really so much going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's out there. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? And you find, I didn't really want to bring this up because I ain't want nobody, to use what is out there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing a lot over there that, is coming over there where I'm at. Hey, 504 girl. Hey. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to speak on, that part right there, because it's out there. People really, really is doing it, okay? Because like I said, they try to say Ramika was supposed to send Holly grandmother, threaten messages about what she's gonna do to Holly and all that stuff. I know everyone probably already heard about that. So it is apps out there. It's apps out there, people. So be careful. Be careful. Do not get scammed. Because I've been noticing myself to get a lot of text messaging. You know what I'm saying, from different organizations and stuff. And it might not even be them. There might be a bunch of scammers for me. And I know I just deleted out my phone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how do they get my phone number? you know? So I looked it up and I typed that in, and they are out there, you guys. So be careful, because you think that you talking to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You might not even talking to that person. That's somebody else. Okay. And so another what I'm going to show is I want to talk, about, I like Nina. Nina, she shows a lot of great information. So we're gonna go over there to her, because she breaks it down. She did this like about a few hours ago, for charges and the consequences. She breaking it down. So I'm gonna read it with you guys, and I'm gonna share it with you guys as well. And she if because we know she got indicted, um for the death of Ramika already. Okay, so that's what she's in jail for. So once she get convicted, I believe this is what Nina Johnson is explaining and doing a breakdown for us over here. So I wanted to come over here and share it with the people that come over here and support me. Okay, and so let me go ahead and share Like I said, I follow her a lot too. I love how I just love how she break things down. So shout out to Nina Johnson. If you guys not subscribed to her on Facebook, you go check her out on Facebook. She breaks it down real good, y'all. She really do. Okay. Okay. She said charges and consequences. This is the breakdown. I'm sorry. Type of charges. The document reflects multiple courts. Hope you guys can. I don't know how to make this bigger. I'm sorry. I don't know how to make this bigger, you guys. I wish I knew how. I had to practice that and see how. Well, anyway, the document reflects multiple counts of murder, attempt murder, involving a firearm under Illinois law, all stemming from one incident. Okay. This is all Nina's stuff, you guys. She is a paralegal where she live at. So she know her stuff when it comes to a lot of lawyer, you know, stuff. Okay. A lot of cases. Okay, statutes involved attempt to kill or cause great bodily harm. These must be some numbers over here. I really don't know what those are. You know, she know what those numbers are. Okay, I don't know what those numbers mean. Okay, also knowledge that actions created a strong probability of death. Okay, the firearm discharge alleged enhancement applies. Okay, and then she said, what the state is alleging, the state allege the accused, okay, acted intentionally or knowingly, discharge a firearm, cause or attempt to cause death or grant or great bodily harm, act in a manner showing no lawful justification, okay, the level of offense, class X felony, most serious felony level in Illinois. Probation is not allowed. Mandatory prison time if convicted. Sentencing consequences if convicted. Okay. Base sentences. Okay. Class X is 20 to 60 years in Illinois Department of Correction. Firearm enhancement mandatory. Additional 20 to 25 years. Okay. If firearm was personally discharged or discharged prematurely caused injury or death. Total sentence exposed, minimum possible up to 40 years. Common range, 50 to 70 years. Maximum up to 85 years. In extreme cases, life imprisonment. Okay. They could add um more stuff, you know, to her sentencing, you know what I'm saying, to her charges. Because if she being convicted, she can get convicted with the gun charge. She can get convicted uh with the school zone. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Important legal clarification. Even though multiple counts are listed, only one murder conviction can stand at the sentencing. Remaining counts merge or are dismayed. Multiple counts are filled to cover different legal theories, not because multiple crimes occur. This is standard Illinois prosecution practice, pre-trial and bond impact, because these are violent offenses involving a firearm and an alleged intent to kill. The court may deny pretrial release, find the defendant a danger to the community, deny electronic monitoring, lifetime consequences if convicted, permanent felony record, lifetime loss of firearm rights, no expungement or sealing, limit or no parole eligibility, loss of civil rights during incarceration. Bottom line, plain language, she said. These charges carry decades in prison, mandatory time, firearm enhancement that drastically increased punishment, no slap on the wrist, all come under Illinois law. Okay. And she said this is her paralegal disclaimer that she got out there. This post is for educational and informational purpose only. She said, I am not an attorney and this is not legal advice. All explanations are based on Illinois statute and public charging documents. Legal outcomes depends on evidence, rulings, and jury findings. Anyone facing charges should consult a licensed Illinois criminal defense attorney. Okay, that is from Nina Johnson. Okay, she just put her little points out there, but she's not licensed, she said. Okay. So I finna this is her right here. I'm gonna let y'all hear what she got to say. Well, she is so beautiful. I just like her. She does okay. Okay, let me turn it up. Hold on, you guys.
I want to thank you guys again for following me closely. I wanted to show a quick video because I wanted to share with you the actual consequences in relation to the charges. Okay. So what you're going to see is a full breakdown of the charges and, if convicted, the sentences behind it, and a full breakdown so you can understand exactly where we are. If you have any questions or if you want to talk about it a little bit more, make sure that you message me or comment below. Thank you.
Shout out to Nina. Okay. So that was that right there about, she just breaking down if she get convicted. That's what she is looking at. And she's gonna get some time, you guys. I mean, she's gonna get some serious time. If she just get, 40 years, she's like this. Remember, she's already in her 30s. Okay. So if she get 50 years, she'd be 80 years old by the time she get out. If she, don't pass away there. Okay. So she gonna get 40 plus. I believe she gonna get 40 plus mandatory years. I mean, I hate for her because she's so young, but she didn't think about before she react. Okay. She wanted Ramika out of here, but she did it the wrong way. You already had the guy. Okay. Move on. She should have she should be able to get along with Ramika and talk to Ramika because their kids are brothers. Okay, their kids are brothers. And she should have been able to sit there and and be able to talk things out. Because in the beginning, Ramika allowed the father to take little Los Amir, out with them before. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like that she was keeping her baby. Ramika was going with her life. She had a new friend in her life. She was in school. You know what I'm saying? She was working as a CNA, but she was also in school to go to be an RN. So she was doing good for herself. She was doing good for herself. You know, it was I just again, this is me, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. I just think that he did not want to let Ramika go. I think, they had a 10-year relationship. Holly only been there for how long? 2 years at the most, I guess. He had a long time relationship with Ramika. So he did not want to let her go. He did not want to see her with nobody else. He didn't want that. He didn't want that at all. So we're gonna go listen to another one that I have found. And this one right here, they talk about Carlos. This is from True Crime. And I'm going to let you listen a little bit of this, but I want you to go back and finish the rest for yourself. It's like about 22 minutes. I'm not going to play the whole 22 minutes. I'm just going to play some beginning of it and some parts I want you guys to hear. Okay. And so this is definitely from True Crimes. And we're gonna share this, and then I'm done after this, y'all. I'm done. I just want to share with y'all. I just want to keep my commitment that every Tuesday is it's Ramika Day. It's about Ramika. You know, so it's all about Ramika, and today it happened to be a pink day, so that's why I got my pink shirt on. Okay, so let me share. And we're gonna watch this last one. Not that one. This one right here.
Where there's heightened emotion.
For 4 months, the internet's been asking one question. Whose side is Carlos really on? The mother of his son who got shot in the face, or the woman who pulled the trigger? Well, he just gave us an answer. And honestly, it's gonna piss a lot of y'all off. Let me catch you up real quick if you're new here. September 8th, 2025. Chicago. 31-year-old Romeka Meeks drops her 7-year-old son off at school. Normal Monday morning. She's supposed to head straight to work after, but she doesn't. Security cameras show her white Honda turning the opposite direction, toward her baby daddy's apartment building. Carlos is standing outside when she pulls up, and so is his new girlfriend, Holly, the mother of his 6-month-old baby. What happens next? 3 gunshots.
Now that is untrue. She did not pull up in front of his apartment building. Okay, that was not true at all. It was he was a little close there, but she's not pull up in front of his apartment building. So that is not true, you guys. Okay.
Romeka hit in the face, the side, her thigh. She drops on that sidewalk, blood everywhere. Her son just lost his mama. And for 4 months, Carlos hasn't said a damn word about whose side he's on. But here's where it gets messy. What Carlos just posted changes everything we thought we knew about this case. See, the internet's been dragging this man for months. Comments everywhere saying, "How you gonna help kill your son's mama? You held her down so your new girl could shoot her. You're a coward." Carlos stayed quiet through all of it. Wouldn't talk to police without a lawyer. Wouldn't do interviews. Just posted worst day of my life on Facebook and then deleted it an hour later. But just recently, he broke his silence. And what he posted is either the most manipulative thing I've ever seen, or it proves he's in way deeper pain than any of us realized. But before I show you the post, you need to understand the pressure this man is under. Because it's not just Romeka's family versus Holly. The police are squeezing him too. And his next move could send him to prison. Let's start with Romeka's family. They want Carlos to do one thing: tell the truth. And according to them, the truth is simple. Carlos helped Holly murder their daughter. Listen to what Romeka's mother had to say about what happened that morning. Her voice says everything about how this family feels about Carlos right now. Play audio. Romeka's mother blaming Carlos and Holly. You hear that? Romeka's mother is saying Carlos could have left. He could have walked away. He could have stopped the whole situation. But he didn't. He stayed. And her daughter is dead because of it. That's the pressure coming from Romeka's family. They're not just asking Carlos to testify. They're demanding he take responsibility for what they believe he helped do. But Holly's family? They're putting just as much pressure on Carlos to back a completely different story. Holly's side of the story is completely different. According to her family and her lawyer, Romeka was the aggressor. She showed up to start a fight. She attacked Holly first, and Holly only pulled the trigger because she feared for her life. Self-defense. And they need Carlos to say that's what happened.
That was not no self-defense at all. That was not no self-defense. So I wish you stop claiming self-defense, because that self-defense is not going to help you. And again, like I said at the beginning of this video, when I started out, that if she had enough time to go to her car and pull out a pow, she had enough time to go in that driver's seat and pull off. Period, point blank, because she left the scene. She left the confrontation. And that's what the I think you call it a UCSSA, something like that. I can't remember of it. That's what they said. They breaks it down. And they said, if you got enough time to walk up to lead a confrontation, They prefer for you to leave. And she didn't do that. She walked off, then she came back. Let's continue on.
Here's the thing. For Holly's self-defense claim to work, Carlos has to say specific things under oath. He has to say Rebecca attacked Holly first, that Rebecca was out of control, violent, that Holly had no choice but to shoot, that Carlos tried to stop Rebecca, not restrain her for Holly. And if Carlos says that, he's choosing Holly over Rebecca, over justice for his son's mother, over his own kid asking where mommy went. But if Carlos tells what witnesses say is the truth, that he put Rebecca in a chokehold, that he slammed the car door on her, that he held her while Holly shot her, then Holly goes to prison for murder. And the mother of his 6-month-old baby, the woman who's pregnant with his 3rd child, she's gone forever. So that's the choice, right? Pick Rebecca's family or pick Holly. But there's a 3rd player in this game. And they're not giving Carlos a choice at all. The Chicago Police Department has been interviewing Carlos over and over. And here's what they know. Multiple witnesses say Carlos physically restrained Rebecca. The witness who called 911 said she saw Carlos slam a car door on Rebecca's back. Another witness said Carlos had Rebecca in a headlock when Holly shot her.
No, that's the same witness. That's the Mexican girl. That's what she seen. That's why the Mexican girl, that's why she called the police. She was the one who wanted to call the police too, because she felt that was domestic violence, how he was slamming that door on Rebecca's back. Okay. And she also said that Carlos had her in headlock. That's from the Mexican girl. She's seen it. Continue on.
And after Rebecca fell, witnesses say Carlos fist bumped Holly and said, "It was self-defense, right?" Like they were rehearsing a story right there over Rebecca's body. Now, if all of that is true, Carlos isn't just a witness. He's an accomplice. Accessory to murder. The legal term is accountability, meaning even if Holly pulled the trigger, Carlos helped make it possible. And in Illinois, that carries the same sentence as the shooter. Life in prison. So the cops are asking Carlos, did you plan this with Holly? Did you know she had a gun? Did you restrain Rebecca so Holly could shoot her? Why did you fist bump Holly after Rebecca died? And every answer Carlos gives could either clear him or bury him. That's the pressure Carlos has been under for 4 months. Rebecca's family demanding justice. Holly's family demanding loyalty. Police threatening charges. And then, recently, Carlos finally spoke. Let me show you what he said. All right, here it is. This is what Carlos posted. Show the image of what Carlos posted. Photo of Rebecca and their son, both smiling. Big, genuine smiles. And the caption says, "I love and miss you, Rebecca, and Loso was deaf, a mama boy." Read that caption again. I love and miss you, Rebecca. Not past tense. Not loved. Love. Present tense. And Loso was definitely a mama boy. That's his son. The 7-year-old who watched his mama die. When I first saw this, I thought, okay, so Carlos picked Rebecca's side. He's finally standing up for the mother of his child. But then I looked closer, and I realized this ain't him picking a side. This is him trying to play both sides. Let me break down what this post is really doing, because it's way more calculated than it looks. First, I hate this shit happen. Not I hate what I did. Not I hate what Holly did. Just this shit happen. Like it was an accident. Like nobody's responsible. That's passive voice. That's avoiding blame. Second, I love and miss you, Rebecca. This is for Rebecca's family. This is for his son. This is saying, look, I'm not heartless. I'm grieving too. Don't come for me. It's image management. Third, Loso was deaf, a mama boy. That pause, that's guilt. He can't even finish the sentence without stopping. Because he knows his son don't got his mama no more. And he knows why. But here's what this post does not do. Doesn't say Holly was wrong. Doesn't say he's testifying against her. Doesn't say he's cooperating with police. Doesn't say anything about what actually happened that day. So he's honoring 𝘠𝘿𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎 while protecting Holly. He's mourning 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎 while staying with Holly. He's saying he loves 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎 while refusing to get justice for 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎. And the comments on this post, they're wild. The comments section is split right down the middle. Half the people are saying, see, he loved her. He's hurting too. Y'all need to leave him alone. The other half is saying, this is manipulation. This is fake. Where was this love when you were helping your new girl shoot her? Look at these. You got a lot of nerve posting this when you know what you did. Your son gonna see this one day and know you're a liar. Right, 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎. She deserved better than you. At least he's showing he cared. Y'all so heartless. This is sick. You can't love someone and help kill them. And that's exactly what Carlos wanted. Confusion, debate, sympathy, because as long as people are...
He didn't want nobody else to have her. And then I heard, I don't know where I heard this at, you guys. I heard it, this is alleged, because I heard it, that 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎 had a nice policy, insurance policy, you know, for her son. If something ever happened to her, he's going to be well taken care of. And they said, this is, I can't remember where I heard this at. And they know if he get custody of his son, you know, that money's going to follow, you know, going to follow the baby. So I don't know how true it is, you guys. I know I can't remember where I heard it at. I heard it somewhere. I can't remember who platform was on. I was in the clouds listening, but that's what they said. That's what they said. And he knew he was gonna get that money if he got custody of his son. You know what I'm saying? So let you guys go back and finish hearing that.
Are arguing about whether he loved 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎, they're not asking the real question. What is Carlos going to say when he's under oath? But here's where it gets even messier. Because Carlos didn't just post this out of nowhere. Something's happening that forced his hand. So why did Carlos post this tribute now? 4 months after 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎 died? I'll tell you why. Because Holly's case is moving through the courts. And Carlos knows he's going to be called to testify. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. When that subpoena comes, Carlos doesn't have a choice. He has to show up. He has to take the stand.
Yep.
And he has to answer questions under oath. If he lies, that's perjury.
Yep.
If he refuses to answer, that's contempt of court. Either way, he's facing jail time.
Yes, he is.
So this post, this is Carlos trying to control the narrative before he has to testify. This is him telling 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎's family, look, I loved her too. Don't hate me for what I'm about to say. And telling Holly's family, I'm still on your side. I'm just playing the game. And you know what makes this even more heartbreaking? Look at what this family lost. Look at what 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎's son lost. Play video. 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎's son birthday video. That's 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎's son, that little boy right there, 7 years old. And his mama's not there for his birthday. She's not there to sing to him. She's not there to hug him. She's not there because Carlos stood by and did nothing while Holly pulled that trigger. That's what's at stake here. Not just Carlos's freedom, not just Holly's trial, but this little boy growing up without his mother. When Carlos takes that stand, here are the questions the prosecutor's going to ask him. And every single answer could send Holly to prison for life or set her free. Question 1. Did you physically restrain 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎 Meeks? If he says yes, he's admitting to being an accomplice. If he says no, he's contradicting multiple witnesses. Either way, he's in trouble. Question 2. Did you know Holly Johnson had a gun in her vehicle? If he says yes, that's premeditation, conspiracy. If he says no, how did he not notice his girlfriend carrying? Question 3. Did you plan to confront 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎 with Holly that morning? If he says yes, that's first-degree murder territory. If he says no, then why were you both there? Question 4. What did you say to Holly after 𝘠𝘠𝑚𝑒𝑘𝑎 was shot? Witnesses say he fist bumped her and said self-defense, right? If he admits that, it proves consciousness of guilt. If he denies it, witnesses will call him a liar. Question 5. Why did you delete your worst day of my life Facebook post? Prosecutors love this kind of thing. Shows he's hiding something. Shows he's managing his public image. And here's the thing. We actually have a preview of how Carlos is going to answer these questions. Because he did one interview, just one. And what he said in it tells us exactly whose side he's really on. Carlos talked to a local reporter, and he said this, direct quote, "I can't say too much right now because it's just going to feel like I'm going against them. They going against me. We just going back and forth." Listen to that again. Going against them.
That's exactly what he said on Tia's, I think her name is Tia, on her news when she interviewed him about 2 weeks ago.
Not going against Rebecca's family, not going against Holly. Them, plural. Like both sides are his enemy now. Like he's the victim in this. And then he said this. Witnesses don't know what they're talking about. They wasn't there the whole time. They don't know what led up to it. That right there, that's him disputing the witnesses. That's him setting up to say Rebecca started it. That's him protecting Holly's self-defense claim. So when you put it all together, the tribute post saying he loves Rebecca, the vague statement about going against them, the attack on witness credibility, the refusal to cooperate with police, Carlos hasn't picked a side. He's picked himself. He's trying to mourn Rebecca publicly while protecting Holly legally. And he thinks he can get away with both. Let's get into what witnesses actually saw, because this is what Carlos is going to have to explain away in court. Witness number 1, the 911 caller. This woman was across the street. She called police, and she told them she saw Carlos slam a car door on Rebecca's back repeatedly while Rebecca was trying to get away.
Right
She
there.
said Rebecca was yelling, "I just dropped my son off at school. What are y'all doing?"
Yeah.
And then she saw Holly run to her car, grab something, come back, and shoot Rebecca while Carlos held her. Witness number 2, the bus passenger. This woman was getting off the bus when she heard arguing. She said she saw Carlos put Rebecca in what looked like a headlock. She said she heard Holly yell, "I'm going to shoot you. Watch me shoot you." And then Holly went to her car, came back with a gun, and fired multiple shots into Rebecca's face and body, while Carlos still had Rebecca restrained. Witness number 3, the store employee. This person was working nearby. They said after Rebecca fell, they saw Carlos fist bump Holly and heard him say, "It was self-defense, right? It was self-defense." Like they were getting their story straight right there over Rebecca's body. But here's what Carlos's defense is going to be. And honestly, it's not the worst argument I've ever heard. Carlos's story, or at least what we think his story is going to be, goes like this. Rebecca showed up unannounced. She was angry. She wanted to fight Holly. Holly tried to de-escalate, but Rebecca attacked her. Carlos stepped in to break it up. He was trying to protect both women. He wasn't restraining Rebecca for Holly. He was restraining Rebecca from Holly. And when Rebecca broke free and came at Holly,
I want to end that. That's the story that he Ben said he was going to try to he been trying to say that he was trying to break it up. Okay, so thank you guys for, because it is a little bit after 6:30 now. So I am going to end it. You guys can go back and watch it. It's true crime. If you guys want to go back and watch it, you can. But I will be back live on Thursday to my real table talk, and it's something that I think everybody probably needs to know. This is something that is happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's just Inquiring Minds wants to know, So so we're gonna talk about. I ain't gonna tell you exactly what it is yet. You will just have to come over and come and listen to see what I'm talking about, because it's gonna affect you either now or later. Okay, it's gonna affect somebody in your family now or later. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who you know now or later. Okay, it's gonna affect you, affect everyone. You know what I'm saying? It's some good information that need to be talked about. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna put a title up there and put it out there, and that way everyone can go ahead and and tune in on Thursday at 5:30 on Real Table Talk. Okay, thank you guys for listening in, and don't forget today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, Thursday, I'm sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is Pink for Meat Day. We all is honoring Ramika. You know what I'm saying, by wearing pink. Court date is tomorrow. We hope that it will stay in our favor over here, that she will not get out at all. That she, will stay, locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a murder. You know what I'm saying? Because a murder that she did not have to do, a murder that she could have walked away from. Okay, a murder which was her son's brother's mother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, it shouldn't have been done. Ramika should be here today, brought New Year's in with her family, had holidays with her family, but she didn't, all because of jealousy and envy. And what do Carlos got to play in this? It's going to come out because I think they trying to stack up some evidence against him, you know what I'm saying, to lock him up, because he could have prevented that. That did not have to happen, period, point blank. Okay. So you guys all have a good night. Like I said, I am still with the witness number 1. I didn't have time to play her because I had her on my list to play too, but time is going fast, and I would probably play her on next Tuesday, okay, during the Ramika, because I want to keep her testimony out there. Okay, so shout out to everyone. Everyone have a blessed night. And remember, justice will prevail for Ramika. Okay. Y'all start saying justice will prevail. Okay. Because we already getting justice. So now we're going to speak life. We're going to speak that into existence. Justice will prevail for Ramika meets Black men. Good night.
Through the shadows where the storms collide, she stands with courage as her guide. Her whispers echo louder than screams, faithful to God through broken dreams. She's the silent storm, unshaken, strong. Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret. At 5:30 sharp, hearts come alive. Together we heal, together we thrive. Tuesdays and Thursdays, the table set for stories shared, no room for regret.